So
Okay, we're live.
let me.
Okay, we're live.
I'm not going to eat those anymore. I will now eat fruit.
I'm waiting for our live channel to load up so we
Okay.
can chat with people.
Does anyone know we're actually doing this?
I don't know. Kevin, did we post anything that we're doing this?
I posted it. I didn't guys
We did.
eat Instagram, huh?
So Kevin did post about it. So maybe people will actually come and
Dropping
watch.
F-bombs while eating.
Well, I said it. I'm here to talk shit.
Oh, God. Do I want to be a part of this?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you're part of it. You're the one that has to keep it civil, Jack.
Oh, all
Ben,
right.
did you enter the lottery so that way we can show people how they do it?
All right. So welcome everybody watching us live. Everybody in chat. Hello, Sergio. Hi, guys. So we are going to be doing.
We're doing this live.
We're doing a live walkthrough. Hey,
Yes,
Luke
Kevin.
Chu's joining us.
Hey, what's up, Luke?
Cool.
So we're going to be doing a live.
Why don't you invite Luke? Send the invite to Luke. Hey, send the invite to Luke.
Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and Luke, would you like to join us? I mean, actually, you know, I wonder if Luke will join us live. Does anyone?
What is that shirt you're wearing? Cupcake Banksy?
It's Johnny Cupcakes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Hold on, Luke. We're gonna
text them the
do
link.
one better. You can tell people about it. So give me 1 second, Luke. And
part of the show.
We'll get you involved here. Luke, if you
I want to do those, but I don't want to.
Check your text messages. We should just invite everybody.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Who wants to talk? Who wants to talk?
We are allowed up to 100 people.
Who wants to glow amazingly about Thailand Toy Expo?
I missed the earlier showing. I think we had a live show earlier, right?
Yes, we had a live today.
Man, Kevin is really chowing down. Did you not eat today?
I'm going to eat 5 meals a day from now.
There he is.
What's up? The man, the myth, the legend, Luke Chu.
There he is, everyone. There he is.
In here, so the audio's good, and then we'll be golden.
Yo,
awesome.
Luke joined us.
Wow.
Random guest. Random celebrity guest.
See, Luke is ready to go because he does his own podcast with Eric, so he just got this down.
Oh, let's see if this works. Did that
Jack,
work?
did you get the glowing cub figure?
The glowing cup figure? What's the glowing cup figure?
I don't know. I mean, that's what people are asking.
Glowing cup? What is that?
I don't know.
Kevin needs to get the Supreme Bowl that's dropping tomorrow to upgrade his life.
I know, I am. Who said that? Who said that?
Philip.
Philip. Oh, do I know Philip?
Robbie says, Robbie Velez says, Luke.
So I'm getting the bowl.
Hey,
I'm getting the hat.
Hey, Philip.
Going for everything. Going for all that wave, the koi fish stuff.
Supreme jockstrap.
I got this.
Hey, they have it tomorrow. Cookies. You know that? I got that.
The what? The what?
Are you getting everything with the koi fish, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I got my butter on it.
You know what I like about this whole thing right now is Ben is saying, "Hey, Kevin, you're gonna get this and this and that," and Ben is thinking, "I'm getting one of each too, but I'm just not gonna say it."
He's getting the workstation too, the work cabinet for $8,000.
Yeah, $8,000 freaking dollars.
Oh, that's cool, actually. You can get that, right, Ben?
See, Jack's really saying that's cool, but in his mind, he's like, I'm not going to tell him.
You know, Jack used to run bots.
No, I can't afford that.
I've written, you see, a lot of people don't know that Jack is a programmer and he can write his own bot.
Oh, way to start rumors.
He used to write for me. We used to partner up on stuff.
for
Right
like
there?
Really?
a day.
I had no
Yeah,
idea.
but we
about
flipped
that.
and made some money though.
See,
did?
the truth comes
I don't
out.
think so. I think we
There
lost
you go,
money.
Philip.
Yeah,
Now
we
you
lost
know.
money.
Now you know.
Jack the script kitty.
It's literally they changed the website right after we figured it out. Right?
Oh, so sad.
True confessions.
So what's going on here, guys? I saw the headline live at VR Thailand Toy Expo. I've never been to Thailand Toy Expo.
Oh.
So
Well, you are in for a treat then, Luke, because we are
Lady
about
boys?
to go. We are about to go live.
Taking you to Thailand.
Yeah, we're all going to Thailand.
Got
I
some.
want those lady boys.
You never know who they are, you know.
I'm not really into lady boys, but you know, it's a thing in Thailand apparently.
So my mother been to Thailand a long time ago when she was young, and she always said that there's the fish, the shark fins. She loved the shark fins there.
Soup?
The shark fin soup.
Really?
All right, folks. So here we are. We are
Ooh.
live at the
I like the graphic, by the way. There's some cool
Yeah.
toys in there. How many can you name?
Thailand Toy Expo, everyone. So this is kind of, I guess the four of us have come together and we're outside the hall and it's like, hey, everyone, you got your badge? You got your ticket?
Got my badge.
You got your ticket?
No.
Not as hot as it normally is in Bangkok.
No,
Pretty
no.
hot. Southern California.
No, it's wicked hot over there.
Yeah, but you know, hot enough. Okay.
I
what
guess
we're
that's
gonna-
true.
What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and this is once you log in, it shows you this virtual con. Today is day one. So the first thing that I kind of want to discuss is the virtual tour. Okay. So let's
Smash
take
that
a look
button.
at this. Okay.
Welcome to Thailand. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
So here it is. Now, oh, sorry, I got a phone call coming in. Hold on one second. So anyway, Jack, have you ever been to Thailand Toy Expo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went last year. I've been 2 years. But
Is
I
this
went
the
last year.
hall that they usually hold it in?
No, it's normally in Central World, which is a gigantic mall. It's like the 6th largest mall in the world.
Okay, so what I think they did here was that they just rented out a warehouse, or they took a piece of their warehouse, and they set
something
this
like that.
Okay, so
Yep.
you can kind of see up here. This is where we are.
Look like a hanger.
Okay,
Yeah.
up in the corner there, and then you can maneuver around.
Yeah,
And it's kind of eerie because
it is a
you
little
have
eerie.
this big hall that you're walking around kind of empty, and then I guess you can walk up to things. And
Yeah.
look at them.
And I should say that if you've seen pictures of Thailand Toy Expo, well, it's not obviously in this sort of industrial hangar warehouse space. The setup is similar in the sense that their booths typically have these sort of black display cases. These are the same display cases that they use for all the booths. And this is kind of what it looks like. So if you've been there before, it looks somewhat familiar. Obviously, the surroundings are a little different, but they're using sort of the same designer display cases.
Right. So you can either walk through the hall this way, or you can click on the map on any of the
Teleport?
dots,
Playmobil.
and like it'll take you to whatever dot you click on, and you can go like inside a booth.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it goes directly to that booth.
Yeah,
nice.
so you can go, or you can go to like an area. But it's kind of creepy, just like walking through this like.
Nothing there. There's nobody there. No humans there.
Yeah.
No.
It's like I almost wish they had done this with like a few people walking around or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, that's actually a good point. They could have had people, like waving or something. They'd always
although
be
you
in
don't
that
know when they
position.
did
But
this. So the other thing is,
it's kind of a cool idea, though.
Oh,
I think you got kicked
snap.
out. They're like,
Wow.
oh, it's
Hold on.
those haters. They
Did they find
kick them
out
out.
that you're Blizzcon?
No, look at this. App not set up.
What?
Oh,
You see?
no, I
Um,
don't see that. I just see a
so-
login screen.
Weird. Okay, so now I have to like close this out.
Hello, non-toy.
But this is what I clicked on. It looks like a little buying button, but
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I don't think it's
Oh.
ready.
So there's no e-commerce on the virtual site. On the
Well, there's no
virtual-
direct e-commerce. Yeah, not
so
in that add to cart
here's-
sense. But
Here's
that's
my
sort of
thing,
getting ahead of ourselves a little, maybe or maybe not.
and I kind of want your guys' take on this. Like, I really wish that as I would walk around, that I can like let's see here. If I go to
Well, why don't you show them the sort of the closest you can get to something? You sort of did, but let's just make that point.
Okay. So
You know what I
let's
mean?
say this. This is a booth that I clicked on called Skull Puppet. Okay. And this is inside their booth. If you click on the little
There we go.
dot. Because you see, you can tell how close you can get because of the little dot on the menu here. So any of these, like you can even like if I go directly to Mumbot inside their booth. And this is as close as I can get to the product, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Now what I
Which is
would
not that
really-
close.
Yeah, which is not that close.
I'm gonna be
What I
honest,
really would have
like,
loved is to
not
be
at
able
all.
to be like, oh, I want one of these, Mossy. And I wish I would have
Right.
been able to click on it and buy it.
Yeah, that
And-
would have been cool.
There's
I
a
mean,
little thing here. So if I click on that,
what does that do?
Mumbot, okay. So I guess it does link to their
Oh, yeah.
store, maybe.
Yeah, I guess
Link to
so.
buy, and it takes you to their website. And
Oh yeah, because these aren't necessarily exclusives. They're just that's cool.
ta-da!
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
For
Don't like it.
Thailand-based collectors only. All collectors out of Thailand, please direct yourself to Strange Cat Toys to order from their limited stock. So
Oh, okay.
that leads me to another thing. So, okay, so if you, let's go to another booth here. Let's say Fool's Paradise, for instance.
Yay, full paradise.
Fool's Paradise, awesome. They have
Kevin's
the
favorite brand.
Simpson and the He-Man stuff.
Everything here is fine. They're dope.
If I click on theirs, oh look, there's
Yeah.
your favorite figure, Kevin. I think, no, really can't go back.
Whoa. Way to open up the developer tools there,
I
man.
know, I ordered it. Let's see, low flow.
So I think low fool. I think
Low fool.
the thing is that some of these are things that are already available, right? So this is just an interface to access them, another way of sort of viewing them and accessing them, as opposed
yeah,
to
you-
like the show exclusives.
Somebody said you could scroll and it gives you a closer look.
Oh, really? How do you do that?
Yeah, thanks, Sergio. Or no, I'm sorry, Philip said that. I'm doing it with my Apple mouse by scrolling up and down. So if you scroll up and down on your Apple mouse, it does that.
So is that the closest you can get?
This is the closest I can get right now,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of just zooming in.
Okay.
Right.
It's a little bit better.
It is.
Yeah, thanks for that tip.
So let's
Yeah,
say
it's cool.
Doki. Zoom in.
I mean, the one thing I want to say about it is, I think everybody likes the idea or out of necessity of doing a virtual convention. And the question is, well, what does that really mean, right? What does that look like? And so this is their try at it. And yeah, maybe it is a little weird walking a floor that's empty at the same point in time, just think about how much work that was to set all that up. I think it's kind of cool.
Tons,
If maybe
tons of work.
It-
So going back to, okay, so this is like the virtual floor. This is,
Yep.
and it does look like the booths have this little shopping thing which opens up a pop-up, which I think is the same thing as if we go here
Yeah.
and we go to the exhibitor list. So now we have a list of the exhibitors.
Yeah.
You can
It's
click
just another
on that.
entry point. Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, we were just looking at Fool's Paradise. This
Yep.
is the same thing that we saw from the map. It just linked to
Definitely.
this.
Definitely.
And,
the link.
you know, the thing is, a lot of these don't have commerce. You just click on it, has this, and that's it. And then the other thing is, let's say Instinct Toys. So Instinct Toys has a lot of their stuff first come, first serve.
Yep. And these are all, we'll call them sort of, I don't know if you would call them Thailand toy exclusives, but they're like Thailand toy specific releases.
So this is the toy that crashed the website earlier, right? So I
Yes.
checked the first come,
Yeah,
first
this one crashed the website.
Okay.
So it crashed the site, and when it came back, everything sold out.
So do we want to talk briefly about how this works?
We should go to the
Yeah.
queue system.
We should spend Ben's money. Yes.
Well, I'm still waiting on my email that I
The
got.
problem is, I really don't
Yeah.
like. It's very difficult to buy something. Like,
Well, at least it's confusing, right?
yeah. So, like, let's say how to work. Okay, I want to buy this guy. I actually did want to buy this guy.
Yeah. So, well, are
So
these
there's a
even
link to
available
buy,
right now?
right?
That's
And
not
it takes
available.
me to their line store. I don't
Oh,
have
does it?
line. So when I click on
Oh.
this, I go buy now. I don't
Oh
have
yeah.
line.
You don't have Line, really? You never play Zoom Zoom?
No.
Wow.
Oh. I'm pretty sure Luke
Ben,
has
you
a
gotta
Line
understand.
account.
I have.
Ben, this is not for us. This is for Thailand.
Well,
Right.
that's
For
true a little bit
Asia.
too. So you know, I didn't realize. So that's even a little bit more interesting. So some of the link to buy stuff where you click to buy uses the TTE sort of native built-in code system, right? Where they say, okay, you got this, here's your code, you'll be emailed. And Kevin could talk about that, right? You'll be emailed with how to pay or something like that, right, Kevin? Whereas the
Right.
other one that we just saw just links to some other store mechanism.
Well, there's the online queuing. So the online queuing gives you a list of like some of the more exclusive, important drops.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is first come, first serve, and of course it's sold out right away. Now the Chino Lamb figure here is a
That's
lotto. I
Yep.
went in, I clicked the lotto
Me
thing.
too.
It gave me a thing, and now it says lotto has been taken. So now I just wait.
Which is
Maybe
2 hours.
Hope to see if I get.
Although you know they say 2 hours, Kevin, but the
I haven't watched
previous
the first one.
the previous lotto tonight, which was for the help me out, the Nong toy, you know, Inateak, what the heck is the name of that toy? The Morris,
Yeah.
the Morris Nong. That
Yeah.
one said sold out like a little bit after the lottery, certainly not 2 hours. So
Which one was that?
scroll down, that one, Nong Toy Morris.
Oh, yeah, this
The
one.
right? Do you see it?
Yes.
Click it. Or something
Click it.
like that.
Oh
Click
yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
So they're doing at least, I think, is there 3 versions of Nong Toy or there 2? There's
I
this
have no
one,
idea.
Morris, and then there's Nong Toy with refreshment toy where it's their cat. And I seem to think there's a 3rd one. Help me out, Kevin. Is there a 3rd one?
So is this their that's their logo, right? That's their mascot.
So it's their mascot, more or less. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's right.
I don't.
The
I don't know.
TTE mascot. I thought there was a 3rd one. You know what messes with me whenever we're doing the screen sharing is I kind of click in the address bar as if I could somehow use the browser. It's like, no, doesn't work.
There's the refreshment toy one, and then there's the
Morris.
Morris.
Is there another one? Or am I wrong? I might be wrong.
So every day there's going to be these different releases in the same system.
Yeah, and they're
Lotto.
spaced out like an hour apart in like sort of hour sections.
So it makes you come back. It makes you.
Yeah, which I like actually.
Yeah. So you can come back in an hour for this one.
Are you taking notes on all this, Ben?
And you can come back for an hour for this one. I mean, guys, what's your take on this? I mean, Luke, you've been really quiet over there. What do you think?
The virtual tour is clumsy and unnecessary.
It is. I'm not.
I mean, like it's an interesting gimmick, but like, let's get down to the business of the toys, and so I'm glad that they have this. It makes it. I mean, the only good thing about the VR thing is you get a sense of the scale of the toys.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because that's often missing, right? When you just see like a photo on an online store.
Exactly. Like, what would be interesting if you're doing like some kind of exclusive designer con kind of product is, if you have something to judge the scale with that is consistent. So like all the toys are photographed, ahead of time.
An apple, maybe?
Thanks,
maybe
like a quarter.
Well, let's just say like the companies that are like, if we're doing something for designer con, everyone ships in their exclusives a month or two ahead of time, and then that gives you guys an opportunity to just photograph everything with something in the photo to help create a sense of scale. Whether it's a ruler or or something like that, or
our mascot bear brick or something like that.
Right, exactly, like a blank bear brick or something. But like all this, I mean, I've seen galleries try and do it, and I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's a hard thing to do really well.
Right. I mean, we're trying to do things like, the idea of like, having some kind of VR headset and like walking around is an interesting idea, but like, we're just not there yet.
Yeah,
the technology is not there.
We're not, First Player One or
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One.
We're not even like a.
We are not in the Oasis.
We are definitely not in the Oasis.
You're at designer. I'm just kidding.
But like having the toys cleanly laid out like this is, because like that's the thing that people are most with, like clear links to artists. Because I mean, the job of designer con and all these cons like is to promote the artists.
Mm-hmm.
It's a forum to showcase artists, give people who collect these things opportunities of meeting or seeing new artists, and growing the community, right? So, I think, like if this website featured things like live stream, AMA, kind of events, artists, and
they're planning some sort of live painting stuff and interviews, but I don't know,
So here's the thing: they have this thing called
that's going to happen.
Schedule. So far, the only thing they have in their activity schedule is today's activity, which is an unboxing and a diorama thing. Now, I wanted to see what this live activity looked like. So here we go. Click on see more.
Is this live?
And it opens up their Facebook page. Okay, Thailand Toy Expo's Facebook page. Now, to see the live, there it is. It's going on right now.
Is it?
Yes.
102 people viewing it.
Cool. Let's watch it.
In Thai.
Is this the unbox?
This is the unboxing one, which went live 24 minutes ago.
Okay. Make it bigger.
I like the fact that they're wearing face masks. That's there's like splatter masks. That's pretty it's
Oh yeah,
Oh, the face
yeah.
card.
So that's cool. You get to see the Boba Fett and you get to see the Mandalorian.
That is kind of cool.
So they're utilizing existing social media where you don't
Yeah.
even need to be at the expo, like on the expo website. You could literally just be on Facebook.
That's
following
true.
Thailand
I mean, is
Toy.
that bad?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah. I mean, so one thing is I mean, they have a fairly nice live stream setup. They obviously have some sort of switcher, so they're putting in like graphics and things like that on the fly, which is sort of cool.
We got Janky for that.
Oh.
I mean, so my whole thing is the idea. I was looking through it since 8 o'clock. Is when you go to a booth. If you go to the virtual thing, right? You go to a booth and nobody there. There's no like the products. Click on it. You cannot buy. You know, you have to go to another app, which is the queuing system, to load in, right? One thing is if at that booth should have like a Zoom, what we're doing, they should have a Zoom schedule or reservation or whatever it is. I don't know how everything works, but
Yeah, they could do that.
to talk to the artist like live.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I agree.
10-minute, 5-minute session with every person that comes through your booth. You just sit in front of your damn computer and just talk to people. You know?
Yeah.
But that should be something that's in that virtual thing if they're gonna do the VR or part of the page. If we don't do that, just like on that lottery page or whatever the exhibitor
That's
page.
the end of it.
Like on the exhibitor page, they should have something like talk to the artist, you know, or whatever, like schedule a meet and greet or something. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, you could even have, that's a great idea, Kevin. And you could even have, it could be like the artist could just hang out for an hour and you could join and just talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Something like that, more interactive, because that's what,
yeah.
You know, one thing the artist like Luke himself that goes there to sell a bunch of stuff and make money at a show like this and like ours too. The other thing is they want to talk to them, right? They want to talk to the artists. They want to meet them. They want to tell them how much they love their crap and, you know, all that shit, all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I think that like
get them to play Animal Crossing with them or something like that.
Yeah. You know, exchange those friend codes.
Yeah.
What?
Hey Luke, has that worn off or are you still like full on enthralled with it?
I've got a little group and that like, you know, with people
is that like Candy
all
and
know that like, you know, that where every morning I wake up and there's like a back and forth with Animal Crossing stuff going on. So
you do it every day, really?
Every day, couple hours a day.
Do you feel like your addiction is waning? Like you can see like pretty soon you're going to put it down, or you're like, this is still awesome?
What are you talking about? Wedding season is next month. There's all new there's all new fish and insects coming in. I got to fill up my museum. So no,
amazing.
It probably won't go until like, it probably won't start waning until maybe like winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
right when they introduce the holiday stuff.
So Hypebeast just did a virtual Animal Crossing fashion show, I think, today.
Oh, cool.
I was invited to watch it, but I don't have Animal Crossing. And they sent me a VIP, they sent me a YouTube thing, and I thought it's at 7 o'clock. And then my Hypebeast guy's like, it's at 6:15. So they finished right before 7.
People are asking, what's your friend code?
Yeah.
You knew that was coming, right, Luke?
I'm
sorry, you don't have it like on a big sticky you can just put up there.
No, I'll just say it out. My friend code is 1-880-7228-5605.
So what does that do for you? They add you as a friend?
It adds us on the Nintendo network. And then like, you know, you could, if I decide to open my island up to friends and we are like connected that way, then they could come and visit my island. You know, my island is not very impressive. It's not as impressive as like Scott Tolson's island or,
Wow.
you know,
What defines an impressive island? Like how cool your house is, or
house. And you have this option of terraforming the island. So you can be able to like, you know, create mountains and waterfalls and like put things all
it's
over
sort of Minecrafty,
the
sort of.
64 Colors Island, kind of. The 64 Colors Island is mind blowing.
Guys,
Really?
we didn't even notice that we just left the virtual convention.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
It's fine because I think that
I'm assuming that you haven't made any major announcements because I've heard, but you are weighing your options right now for DesignerCon.
We are definitely weighing our options for DesignerCon.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard that it might be at the beach, right?
What?
Beach
Outdoors.
day.
Yeah, outdoor.
That's gonna do great.
I'm not gonna say it here. I'm gonna talk to Ben offline because I do have an idea. I want to run it by him. I came across during the long weekend,
Oh,
but I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Things are opening up, you know.
we're doing it on a cruise ship, everyone.
Those
How did you
those
know?
pool parties look kind of cool.
It's the freaking SpaceX thing. Let's do it in the space station.
Or let's get the Queen Mary, you know, see if we can rent it out.
Yeah.
Right after
You
their
mentioned it
Halloween haunt
on the
shit is
previous
over.
stream, but props to Tristan for, I guess when the SpaceX thing does launch on Friday or Saturday, his art's going into space. So that's pretty rad.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, on these like metal panels.
Yeah, very impressive.
Well, what I'm more interested in is it gonna bring that thing back from space, and then we're gonna have Venom and Carnage?
Oh yeah, there's totally like coronavirus on it, and it's gonna get mutated in space.
Let's go.
Maybe
Let's
Elon
bring it
Musk will
back.
come back as Venom.
And then it's gonna come back, and that'll be the perfect end to 2020 and all of humanity. So,
The end of, yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it says
Humanity.
humankind on it.
Wait, so like, how big is the art that Tristan like? I guess is
Pretty big.
it's
pretty
I think it's like
big.
a little. I think it's like a card or a big.
Really? It looked
big
bigger
card.
than that.
Is
I don't
it?
know.
Wait,
I don't know. It's a
No,
little
I-
hard to tell
well,
when you look at a
Because
photo.
there's
right?
nothing to scale it against, Luke.
Mm.
Right next to the spaceship.
I like I was
Come
saying,
on.
scale is important. You know,
Scale is important.
But like, what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna like leave it out in space? Contribute?
Oh yeah, maybe it is like sort of card size.
No,
Yeah,
I think what it's going to be is it's part of a entire show, an art show in space, and then they're going to bring down the pieces back to Earth, auction them off, and the money will go toward like some charitable foundation.
Oh, okay.
You're bidding on a piece of art that's been in space before you.
Right, you're bidding on a piece of art that's been in space.
You know, it's funny.
That's so cool.
The show that is opening this weekend at Corey Helford of mine is called Gravity. And one of the reasons why it was called Gravity is because of the fact that, well, I was working with these techniques that were relying on drips and, you know, kind of like the Earth's gravity to kind of create the effect. But, you know, also because of the gravity of things, you know, in our current, you know, world and blah, 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 it could be whatever you want it to be. But like I had in mind the fact that gravity is one of the things, like all art, all human art that I know of, unless it was some of it was created out in like the International Space Station or something like that, you know, it has been affected by the gravitational forces of the Earth.
True.
Cool.
Very true.
How many pieces are you going to have in that show, Luke?
Five paintings. This is a small, it's a mini show. So like,
okay, cool.
Like, you know, basically it was like some of the ideas that I had for a show that was going to be in the Philippines this summer, which is not happening because.
Well, that's right. I think we talked about this when you were on the last time.
Is there going to be a print available?
Maybe. I haven't decided. Like, you know, I'm starting to post the 5 paintings up on my social media
Yes, all
starting
that.
today. The first painting went up earlier today, and I'll probably post another one tomorrow, and I'll keep posting until all 5 are up daily.
Oh,
And
so
then
is the gallery open?
the gallery is doing a online opening, a walkthrough. I think Caro is doing the walkthrough or something like that. They haven't mentioned whether or not they want any of the artists there to potentially talk about what's going on with the show.
I mean,
Interesting.
the city's open, right?
I'm sorry?
I mean, the city is open.
I don't know if galleries are.
Some are, like Avenue de Arts is open now.
Maybe like with I mean, I'm sure with proper restrictions and
Yeah, 5 people at a time max.
yeah.
Sure. You know.
By the way, Luke, I've noticed that since our last live, you've kind of put some stuff up on the walls.
Yeah, I got
Oh yeah,
a germs painting up right
Awesome.
here,
nice.
Very
and
nice.
a Georgico painting up right here.
Nice.
So it's I had a couple paintings laying around that needed to go up. They've been sitting around for months, and now they're here. They're both food related. All 3 of these are food. This is my dining table area. So I've got like the meat. I've got the beans from the germs painting, which was for the food show, and then I've got an ice cream themed painting that here I'll show it off.
Ice cream.
So this is Georgico. You can see like the guy's got an ice cream cone here. It's got a little bit of a mess.
Nice.
Mouth.
That's a nice painting.
Yeah, I am a fan of their work, and then with the germs painting, we got his classic kind of lucha libre thing, and then right here he's holding a pinto bean. These
That's cool.
are 3 of my favorite things.
I love that one of them is yours.
Beans, meat, and ice cream. How can you say no to those 3 things?
I think that made Kevin go get some ice cream.
As if he needed an excuse. Ice cream's awesome.
Dude, it's a hot day today.
I know.
Hot day,
Perfect
yes.
day.
It's a great day for ice cream.
It's almost summer, guys. It's almost summer.
Memorial Day is supposed to, signal the coming of summer.
Of summer, of the heat.
Yep. So, here it is.
Let's see what happens. There was only about 500,000 people. What is that you're holding, Kevin?
I got some ice cream. That's
Ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's Chunky Dunkies.
I'm a Haagen-Dazs guy personally. I think
I got that in the fridge.
I am a thrifty ice cream guy.
Oh, nice. You like the cylindrical scoop?
I do. I bought one.
You have to have with the
I want one, man. Oh, I can't. Yeah.
I have one for you. During quarantine, they got them back in stock. And I went to Rite Aid one day just to kind of see if they have cleaning supplies and stuff like that. And they have paper towels and toilet paper. And as I was checking out behind the counter, they have 4 of the thrifty ice cream scoopers, which they never sell. They only had it as a special thing. So I was like, can I get 2 of those? One for me and one for Kevin.
Oh, such a bro.
Thanks, Bob.
Bro. Jack gets 0.
Oh no.
So where's my chunky dunkies, Kevin?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
So I think we get to do that. DesignerCon should not do a virtual reality tour.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
That was discussed, and we all decided that it's too early.
Yeah.
The technology is too early for the masses.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It's not clear how much, even if it looked really right, how much it would really add. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still hoping that we do an actual show.
Yes.
And I'm still hoping that things by November get better. But we did receive some news today that Blizzcon
Yeah,
is canceled.
I saw that. Too.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
And is that, correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, but that's roughly normally in the same time frame as DCon, right? It's
It is,
November-ish kind of thing?
I believe the date for BlizzCon this year was November 1st.
November.
Okay.
I thought usually it's October, November, and it's Anaheim, bro.
And it's Anaheim Convention Center.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's always been
Oh.
Anaheim.
So, but there may be a lot of things involved in that because BlizzCon really relies on a lot of things happening in the world of Blizzard, like all their games and stuff like that. So maybe there were just too many delays or too many things that just couldn't happen this year.
Right.
And throwing the con for something that's not coming out and nothing that's available is a bad idea. So
I mean, it's video game development can be done virtually or remotely, right?
Right.
So I don't think it's that. It's because gamers needs to be next to, like, they're like when they're competing, you know, that kind of setup at a convention, right? E3, all that.
Yeah, you want
All
a
near
huge
each
crowd.
other. They draw a crowd. It does all that. It's not about the games. It's about
like a sporting
they're gonna
event.
lose a shit ton of money if
It's
they do
about
it.
the cosplay.
Oh.
Girls in armor and swords.
Yeah.
Luke
They
is
have
happy.
so much armor, yet so little in this.
I miss Comic Con. God damn it!
It's strategic placement there, Ben.
You know, the thing is, Kevin, Comic Con is still, like, if it was still on course, it would still be like 2 months away.
Right, but WonderCon would have happened. And what is it right now? Memorial Day.
We would have just finished up probably licensing Expo right now.
Oh, I would have been in New York for 5 points. Right?
And you would be packing up for 5 Points Festival this Friday.
I would have had an amazing time with Jack in New York.
Yeah.
You would have gone to Katz's Deli every day.
Yes.
Yes, he loves Katz's.
Good stuff.
What was I going to say? Oh, speaking of 5 points, they did kind of mention today in an email that they do have a, because when they kind of postponed it was supposed to be in May, they said hopefully later in 2020. They said they have a date, but they're not going to wait to announce it until they're sure that it's a viable date. But so that's interesting. So there's, I guess, a chance that it could happen towards the end of the year.
They might be asking their artists and their vendors as well if they want to do that date.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
But obviously, that if they're thinking that they cannot announce it, that means that date is probably early fall or late summer, because that's the only time I would assume that date would be like kind of close to all this. Still, if they're doing it in like late, like in the winter time or early 2021, they could announce it. Because I feel like everything in early 2021 is like they're being announced.
Well, Kevin, how do you know they're not planning to maybe do it sometime in early December?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But I feel like if you're doing something early December, you could announce it and then you can retract it. But I feel like the way
you probably don't want to do that though, because you already had to cancel once, right? You really want to try to make it so that if you announce it, you're pretty darn sure.
Right, but people should understand with this environment,
Well, that's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's not that they want to cancel. It's the world.
Well, of course not. Of course not.
The world against us.
Actually, it's really sort of the virus.
Kind of feel like, Ben, you Kevin, like one way I think of coordinating everything is to like ask a good chunk of the booth owners, boothers, whether or not they have some kind of unique exclusive item that they want to offer if the show falls through. That way, you'll have some kind of exclusive thing under the Designer Con thing, and that not only will they can sell, but will also link to online stores that they can be able to sell their wares through. You
Well,
know?
we're trying
We're
to
working on it.
create a shopping experience,
Mhm.
a digital shopping experience that only registered designer con attendees would be able to access.
Mhm.
And, you know, I can't say
So
too
early.
much because a lot of it is still under development.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I really am hoping that we don't have to use it because we'll be able to still do the show. But
Right.
you know, even Kevin has an ammo market, and we're thinking that maybe trying to run it through an ammo market, and we'll see how it goes
As a test, you know.
as a
Just
test,
thinking.
yeah, and see what happens. So, fingers crossed, guys.
Fingers crossed.
I am noticing that we're only 10 minutes away from the next drop here. Let me see here if I can.
What's the next one?
I was gonna. So by looking at the next one, we have a lotto for Demo Panda.
I don't know what that is.
Happening at 1300. And I think, no, this is 1500. So that's really late for us here. And then Wamo is 1600 hours.
Is that Tampo on the Oamu
Um,
or hand painted?
I think it's hand painted.
Yeah, it looks like it's hand painted.
Oh, nice.
Designed and painted by Ayoko
That's
from Wamo Studios.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
The little pandas kit is fun, but these are like all pre-order. A couple of them are pre-orders.
A lot of them are pre-orders. So here's the thing. So once again, we have like this list of the online queue. And then if you go to the exhibitor list, like, let's say, what's one of the vendors that you like, Luke?
Let's go to the Mighty Jacks one.
Okay.
I'm friends with the
So Mighty Jacks, as we all know, they have their own website. They have their own online store, right?
Yeah, they don't have any exclusives, are they?
So let's say will be only available Saturday. Okay, so that's only available Saturday. Now, if we want the Cookie Monster, link to buy takes you to their online store, and it's a pre-order.
But that's not a convention exclusive, right?
No.
So it's just like they're just showcasing what they have, like a regular store.
Right, but a lot of people do that at DesignerCon too.
Right. I do that, but 8 p.m. Okay. Oh, the Wood Awakening. Can we get these wholesale, dude?
I'm pretty sure we can.
I kind of want one of these.
What, this one?
The Wood, the Pinocchio ones.
The Stay Home Edition?
The Cookie Monster is dope. I like that.
So Mighty Jacks has their own e-commerce, which makes it easy for them to kind of send people to their site. And honestly, like if we did that for DesignerCon, I feel that about 95% of the vendors would be able to do that because they do have their own online stores, Etsy stores,
right,
Instagram shops, whatever. They have something. Kaiju Smuggler. So here's just an example. So Kaiju Smuggler.
This guy does some pretty cool stuff.
Let's say, so this is $90, link to buy. And a lot of them, surprisingly, are using Facebook for their online store.
A lot of Thai artists rely on Facebook.
Really?
Particular. This is a Thai artist. Yeah, and in fact, not only do they rely on Facebook, the way they sell stuff like pre-orders is, in fact, this may be an example here, where they basically say, okay, I'm gonna release it at this time and date. And when they do that, to actually release it, they post a thing and says, this is the release. And if you want to buy, typically what you do, you just comment with a 1, and then he or they process them in order. As long as they have stock, by the time they get to your comment, they send you an email and ask for payment.
It's more like the group, like the Facebook group style.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the early days of like 3A did that.
Yeah.
I think.
So this is really popular. And artists are starting to
Asian.
do it on Instagram too, because they realize that some people just mostly Instagram as opposed to Facebook.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This one goes to the Kaiju Smuggler website.
Are you playing Switch, Luke?
I'm playing Animal Crossing. I just had to run by my friend's island really quick to see whether or not I could be able to get a DIY from Celeste. People who play would know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm like,
So these are Thailand Toy Expo. They talk about it.
Is it
And
exclusive?
it basically says, like, email us with all your information and we'll get back to you. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
So I feel like, so here's the one thing that this, we've been doing live takeovers on Instagram with our social media.
Designer Con, you mean? Yeah.
Right, with DesignerCon. I feel like this kind of like serves that, right? We give the artists full control of our audience on social media, right? And then they could do whatever that they want and promote themselves. And the feedback has been amazing. People are like, oh, I found these artists, I didn't even know who they are, and I bought stuff. I bought.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
So I feel like we've been doing this since March, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. This part for me is not as important as having exclusives in hand in stock. Somebody come in, purchase right away.
True.
Wait, say it again, Kevin. What part is not as important as?
Like to having linked to their site.
Agreed. Completely
Like that.
agreed.
Yeah.
It's not during DesignerCon. I don't feel like that's as important as having exclusive product in hand, ready to go for them to sell, ship to the consumer within a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Within the United States, right?
That's the thing. Like it would be ideal if artists are willing to, rather than taking a 50% commission, maybe taking a smaller commission as incentive, for the artists to participate in such a thing. I don't know what would be fair for something like that, to offer something that's like available online that DesignerCon has on hand, so like you guys could handle all the fulfillment aspects of it.
I don't think we're gonna do 50. I think our percentage is less than that.
I'm just saying, I don't know what it would be, but like I'm just saying, like, most retail sites would ask for a 50% commission, right? But like, having an exclusive item, for DesignerCon, the hypothetical online, setup would be ideal. You just have to find a way so that like everyone benefits from it.
Right.
Mhm.
And the reason why I'm bringing the IG takeovers are because we're giving artists the opportunity to do that already, throughout this year.
Right.
So to do it during showtime is not as important as having exclusives.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And all that in terms of our show, what we want to do. So, but I don't know how what our Thailand Toy Expo does throughout the year on their social media, but.
Well, I mean, like I think that, it's good. I like the fact that you guys are doing the takeovers. I enjoyed doing it. Someone drew on the screen.
I'm just seeing if it works.
You draw on the screen?
Yeah, I don't know how to erase it.
Are you drawing?
Yeah, you see that orange line?
That right there, that's Jack.
That's my art. It's my new character.
There it is.
Unnamed.
Wow.
I really don't know how to get rid of it. Sorry.
But like having some kind of, at the end of the day, like, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You know, it's important for DesignerCon right now to be thinking about these
There we
options.
go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether or not. Here's another plug. The last podcast that I did of Robot and the Bear was with a scientist.
Check it out. Should I apply for this lotto?
This Lupco?
It's
The
cute.
lotto.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it if you like it. It's okay. I don't get it.
Okay.
You know,
It has a bear on its head.
and he's holding a little bamboo shoot.
Oh yeah.
Is that,
I
Demu
got
is
it.
very popular.
huh?
Demu is very popular.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh,
Very popular.
very.
Well, just to show
Like
people how it
mob
works.
popular.
Very easy. Get lotto. Boom, boom, boom. There's my code, which I'm not supposed to share.
Oh, snap!
So far, so I got 3 lottos, right? And so
That is
far, I haven't won any.
Oh.
Wow.
Or the first come, first serve one from AX2. So I'm confused.
Well, there's probably a lot of people applying.
Yeah, their system probably is shit.
Kevin.
I mean, I did say let's talk some shit, talk some trash. I don't know. Sue me.
Well, maybe they will, Kevin. Maybe they will.
Yeah, maybe they will. You
Well-
get an angry DM from Jeep.
I think that's the gist of it right there.
Yeah.
So, well, the event goes on for another, it looks like, what, 3 more days aside from this one?
I think that's right. Yep.
And there is no admission fee. It's free for everyone. So I would just tell people, like, hey, if you're down, then just go to Thailand
Yeah.
Toy Expo and
And in that
Check it
way,
out
it's
for
just
yourself.
like the real show, the real physical show. There's no entrance fee either.
what?
Yes, because it's in a mall.
No. Ben, designing.
Mind blown.
Wow. I
Hey,
wish I
what to do
could
with
be here.
I just saw Ben's world just crack a little bit.
Yeah.
What?
I
But
wish I
they
could do
make
that
money
here. I
by
really do.
they make money by taking percentages off of sales, right?
I'm
Who?
not sure what their model is.
In Thailand Toy Expo, right? If you're not gonna charge somebody admission,
Then you're probably getting it from the booth and maybe a percentage from the sales.
right? So I think it's those two. It has to be from those two. You're selling the space, and you're selling you're getting a cut of the fee, the sales.
Well, they also have quite a few artist exclusives that they sell directly. And so I think they buy those from the
Merch.
artist and sell them.
They
to
probably make money off of merch,
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe. Well, that was a hell of a show. All that walking around made me tired.
Tired?
Yeah,
Your mouse
dogs
hand
are
is like
barking.
I feel like it's about time to go to sleep because I am.
RSI.
Because Kevin's got to wake up at 7:30 to get ready for that Supreme drop, yo.
No, I gotta wake up at 6:30. I have one more meal to go on my diet. 5 meals a day. I fucked up today, and then I gotta wake up and exercise, and then
Nice.
it's a Supreme drop.
What do you do for exercise? Or should I not?
I have
know?
an elliptical machine.
Oh, fancy.
Kevin's been working out.
Good.
I started the quarantine at like 272. I just got under 260 2 days ago.
Nice.
I mean, I haven't been to, and my goal is obviously like at least 200. I think my recent years the lowest was at 250. So if I can get to 250, and my neighbor is helping me out. He's a bodybuilder, so he's giving me a
6 feet,
meal
Kevin.
plan.
6 feet.
A meal plan.
Nice job, man.
To drop the weight, and then we're gonna start training. I guess after like 2 weeks of low calorie intake plus.
We will be seeing skinny Kevin very soon.
So
Yeah.
no more Cheetos for Kevin.
Yeah,
No,
I
you know,
gave
that's
those away. I gave my box of small, tiny junk food.
The real question is, did you give your Supreme Oreos away?
No, that's in my cupboard.
No.
Apparently, they taste like Play-Doh.
Ew.
It's all right. I had a pack.
I was given a pack, and it's still sitting, like, I think in my car. So
Your car.
Oh, they're melted then.
my car's in my garage, so it's,
I have
No,
traded
they-
a pack of those for sanitizers, for toilet papers, for anything. Like those were gold when they came out. Like, hey, you want a $3 pack for all that?
Anyways, good
yikes.
Kevin. Good trading.
No.
Well, Luke, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
on
thank
live.
you.
Luke,
That was
That
awesome.
was a very impromptu, good
Yeah.
time. I was really curious, like, what the deal was with the Thai thing. I'm glad we could also talk about how this kind of reflects on your thoughts for DesignerCon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it gives us something to think about. Can you tell us again where people can see your upcoming show?
Sure. My upcoming show it was opening at Corey Holford Gallery, who can be found at Corey Holford Gallery on Instagram. But I can be found at Luke Chu on all of the social medias. So
Nice.
please, I'll be posting the work there. And I also do a podcast called Robot and the Bear.
Yep.
When I would say the last episode that we did was with a Salk Institute scientist who is actually working on a vaccine for the coronavirus, and
Nice.
talking to him was very informative.
Yeah, I saw that. It was good, man.
Somebody's asking, is Corey Helford actually open during the show?
No, I do not believe they are open.
No, they're not
I
open.
think they will be doing a Instagram live walkthrough.
Okay.
And the show has Camilla D'Erico in the main room. Shows, and that should be a good show. And then I just have 5 paintings with Aika, a New York-based Japanese artist, and I can't remember her name. Dina, I don't remember her last name, but she does these really cute, like ironic and fun, and like I think they're like felted like sculptures. She's been showing in group shows in Corey Holford for a while, and she has a ton of pieces for the show. I got a little sneak peek when I dropped my paintings off earlier this afternoon. And then Das House has a show in Gallery 2.
Nice.
So there's a lot of art, and it's it's good looking, good
Should be
viewing.
fun.
Yeah, it should be good to check out. And I don't know, maybe they're doing like scheduled like things. I haven't talked to them about it, but when I was there, I was wearing a mask. Everyone was masked up. So, and
Maybe it's invite, like maybe they're doing like scheduled appointments or something.
I hope they are. I know 3D Retro has just recently is doing something like that, like a appointment only.
Yep.
That's great. Have people been pretty excited about the opportunity to come out and come to the store and just get out of their homes and
Yeah.
and a little bit.
Something good. We're basically scheduling people under 30-minute time allotments. So, and you don't have to buy anything. You can come in, browse around for 30 minutes, and then leave. So,
No mask, no service.
no. And you do have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Even though people have complained about it
Have they really?
yes, we had a complaint.
Uh-oh. At least it wasn't a scuffle. There've been lots
No,
of pretty.
I can't believe
serious
you're forcing me to wear a mask. And my response was, if you don't like it, you're not coming into the store.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what you call me. I'm not gonna put my employees at risk. That's it.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
I mean, you're already putting them at risk by like offering the
I know.
the
It's just
So respect the fact that like you're trying to, create something, open something up so that people can be able to come by and
just do it right. Just wear a fucking mask. I don't get it.
my opinion, my thing was like, why? We just ship it online.
Yeah, Kevin didn't even want to let people.
I didn't want to do this. I'm like, let's just wait.
Okay.
And
That's why you're only number 2, Kevin. Ben is number 1.
Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
hey, you know,
All
I
right,
get my
guys.
opinions. That's how it is.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys win all your lottery things at the Thailand Toy Expo.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time, I guess.
Next Wednesday, probably.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
But we are doing next Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.